Stop hitting the goddamn snooze button. If there's one thing that you do every day, and it's the most important thing that you could do of your entire day, that's to stop lying to yourself. Stop telling yourself every night when you go to bed that you're gonna set your alarm and wake up at a certain time. And then when that alarm goes off, you get inside your feelings. Your lesser self starts chatting in your head, telling you, well, you didn't really sleep that well. You got to bed a little late. You were kind of a little tired yesterday. You should probably get an extra 15, 20, 30, 40 minutes of sleep. Go ahead and hit the snooze button a couple times. Stop doing that. Every time you hit the snooze button, you're telling yourself that it's okay to fail, that it's okay to lie to yourself, that it's okay to take a loss. Because every time you hit the snooze button, you're taking a loss. When you go to bed, you set your alarm for 5 a.m. When your alarm goes off at 5 a.m. and you jump out of bed, even though you don't want to, even though you want to stay in bed, even though you feel tired, you feel like staying in bed, your bed feels so comfortable and warm, the last thing you want to do is get up out of bed. But at 5 o'clock when your alarm goes off and you get up out of bed, that's a major win for the day. You're starting the day off a couple seconds into your day with the biggest win that you could get. And then it only goes from there. You make your bed like you're supposed to, that's another win. On the contrary, you don't make your bed, that's a loss. So say you hit your snooze button for 15 to 30 minutes. Now you're getting up later than you want. Well, now you can't make your bed. So that's 2 losses right there. 2 losses, 30 seconds into your day, and you've lost 2 times. You've lied to yourself multiple times, and you've lost. How does that go from there? You're running a little late, you can't quite eat the breakfast that you want, so you grab a Pop-Tart, or like I'll just run by McDonald's or something, eat some fucking shit food when you're supposed to eat when you're supposed to told yourself, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna make some eggs, I'm gonna make a little bit of steak, I'm gonna make some steak, eggs and bacon, have a nice breakfast, get my mind right, and then head out the door. But instead, you woke up, taking 2 losses, now you're taking a couple more because you're eating a shit breakfast, running out the door, don't have time to do what you gotta do, running late. Do you get to work out? Were you gonna work out before? Did you set your alarm early so you can get up and go have a good breakfast, maybe read a little bit and go work out? Well, now you can't do any of that because you had to hit the snooze button a couple times because you didn't have the discipline to get up out of bed when your alarm goes off. Winning throughout the day starts with getting up out of bed on that first alarm, not hitting the snooze button. That's why that is the most important thing that you can do. I think everyone knows that momentum is a real thing. When things are going bad, when you get into a slump, guess what? You've got momentum of negative energy. You got momentum of a low vibration, a low frequency. That momentum keeps going. It's hard to stop it. It's hard to reverse that momentum and go the opposite way. Just like when you start winning, you get momentum going. Well, now it's easier to get the next win because you've already got momentum. You've got momentum from the previous win. You're not trying to go from 3 losses to now, well, let's see if I can get this win and start building momentum now, because then it's too hard. It's like pulling a truck in a strongman competition. I had a strongman competition back in 2016, I believe it was, and we had a truck pull. And you have a harness, they hook you up to the truck, and it's a bear crawl pull, so you don't get to pull on a rope. So one of the most important things that you can do that a lot of people didn't seem to get is once you get that momentum, it makes the event so much easier. A lot of people would kind of start out slow, they wouldn't dig into the ground, they wouldn't keep their feet moving, so they started out with negative energy. They started out struggling to get that momentum going, and guess what? They didn't do well in the event. I won the event along with every other event in my weight class because I knew that I needed to get out, dig into the ground as hard as I could, pump my legs, and not stop the entire time. And that's just how it is every day. When you wake up on that first alarm without hitting the snooze, that is just like digging into the ground and not stopping until that truck crosses the line.